Jesse is loving.
Jesse was a joy to be around.
Jesse is hardworking. Jesse is loyal.
Jesse is sweet, funny. He was a flirt, a big-time flirt.
Jesse is an inspiration.
Jesse is opinionated, and it's just really about giving them the time to answer.
Jesse is my friend. He is my buddy, and I just had a blast with him.
Jesse is the love of my life.
Jesse is someone I'm looking forward to seeing again someday.
First time I met Jesse was right before Christmas when he was 4 years old.
It was God's hand that put me and Jesse together. He raised his hands to give me a hug, and that just brightened my day.
My first time to meet Jesse was contacting his mom for a homeschool event. I was a little bit intimidated by the wheelchair until Kathy put him right out there and said, "Here, take Jesse, walk him to the end of the row," or whatever it is that she needed him to do. And I realized very quickly that Jesse is just Jesse, and he makes it very easy to become friends.
The first time when I met Jesse, I went and I gave him a hug, and I said to him, "Jesse, I love you, and you're gonna be my special boyfriend to me no matter what."
There's so many stories with Jesse that it's hard to pinpoint some of them.
We were working on one of his recital dances, and if you've seen any of his dances, we like to get crazy. So we had this really awesome stunt that we figured out that he could be in suspended animation on one front wheel. And at that very moment, the handle of his wheelchair fell off. And so of course he's on his front and does a complete face plant on the studio floor.
Anytime we had a function, it was a staple in all homeschool was the decade dance. Every hour, we did a different decade. So sure enough, every hour, Kathy and Jesse would be from the 50s to the 60s to the 70s. They went the full 10 yards.
We went on a field trip. We were studying trees, and so we went to Tower Grove Park. So the girls were picking the leaves and bringing them and showing them to Jesse and laying them on him. He was having a big time. He thought that was pretty cool. He was totally covered with leaves. He looked like a mummy wrapped in leaves. But that evening, he got real sick and couldn't figure out what was wrong. He ended up in the hospital. They did a lot of tests. Come to find out, Jesse was allergic to trees.
When I would go up to him, he would make this really sour face, "Oh, she's here." So I just whispered in his ear. I said, "Jesse," I said, "I know why you don't like me." I said, "Because I'm just an ugly old woman." And he just had such a smile.
Jesse and I were always a team. One of my favorite times was I went to Six Flags with Jesse, and we rode all these different rides, and Jesse was just like a normal kid. You didn't see him being in a wheelchair. He enjoyed everything that a normal kid would.
Me and Jesse had a chance to go to the Albert Pujols prom. We would do a slow dance, and he would give me a huge smile. I mean, that's one of the most fun times ever.
I am a better friend because of Jesse in our eyes. Jesse looked disabled. The truth is Jesse was super able. I learned that legs that work don't make a man. It is the will to survive, the courage to triumph, and the heart that generously loves that makes someone a man.
Jesse taught me how to be more comfortable with people who are in a wheelchair, and Jesse was just able to be comfortable with who he was and made other people comfortable being around him.
Jesse taught me that I can just be myself and just be silly and goofy, just have a good time.
Jesse taught me not to feel sorry for myself. If you were having a bad day and he gave you that smile and all of a sudden you forgot about your problems.
Jesse taught me to not judge others based on their appearances.
Jesse taught me the meaning of love. He had such a pure heart.
Jesse taught me the word about love. I mean, that's what I learned about Jesse a whole lot. Thank you, Jesse.
Jesse gave so much more than he got. While we might view it as limited, it all came from his heart.
For a young man that didn't speak, he spoke volumes.
He was just such a light for Jesus, really, in this world.
Jesse was a very strong Christian. I loved watching him at church raise his hands in praise.
You meet a lot of people in your life, and there are a lot of people out there to love, and Jesse's in the top tier of those people.
Thank you, Jesse. I will always love you and thank God for you, and you always make my life special no matter what.